Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was huge. How can an economy that could not afford to pay teacher and nursing training allowances suddenly deliver lower taxes, restore teacher and nursing training allowances, create jobs, implement free senior high school education, create NAPCO, planting for food and jobs, one village, one dam, one constituency, one ambulance, reduce electricity prices, formalize the economy, industrialize the economy, reduce the cost of doing business, and so on, while at the same time reducing the budget deficit and reducing the rate of borrowing. It seemed an impossible task, and our opponents were emphatic that we could not fulfill our promises. But we were confident that with good economic management and by the grace of God, we could make what seemed impossible possible. It required a resetting of the fiscal and monetary policy framework in the context of the existing IMF program that we had inherited. The IMF program had been completely run off track by our predecessors. We renegotiated the IMF program in a manner that provided fiscal consolidation, at the same time creating the fiscal space to deliver on our promises to Ghanaians. It took some skill and experience on the part of the Ghana team to renegotiate the IMF program that ensures consolidation, but at the same time, strong growth, and which I am happy to say Ghana successfully exited the IMF program in April last year. After 3 years in office, the results of the fiscal consolidation are evident, and the data shows that significant progress has been made to restore macroeconomic stability and economic growth. The growing confidence in the macroeconomy owes a lot to the prudent management of our public finances and monetary affairs over the last 3 years. To underpin fiscal discipline going forward, Ghana has for the first time in history passed into law a Fiscal Responsibility Act that limits the fiscal deficit in any year to a maximum of 5% of GDP and requires a positive primary balance to ensure debt sustainability. In addition to a Fiscal Responsibility Act, we established a Fiscal Council to provide oversight and advice on the implementation of fiscal policy. This has never been done in our history. So as a result of good fiscal discipline, the fiscal deficit on a cash basis has declined from 6.8% of rebased GDP in 2016 to 3.8% in 2018, 4.8% in 2019, below the fiscal rule of 5%. This for the first time in a decade. So we are managing the public finances better. For the first time in a decade, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana recorded primary balance surpluses. Primary balance surplus means that our tax revenue exceeded government spending, excluding debt service payments. For 3 years in a row, this is for the first time in a whole decade of 10 years, for 3 years in a row, we have achieved primary budget surpluses for 3 years in a row. The primary balance surplus was 0.5% of GDP in 2017, 1.4% in 2018 and 0.9% in 2019. This compares with a deficit of 1.1% in 2016. And a positive primary balance is important because when you have a positive primary balance, it means that you are slowing down the rate of debt accumulation. That is what it means. A positive primary balance means you are slowing down the rate of debt accumulation. And that means you are really implementing good fiscal management and prudent fiscal management.